Hi, everybody. Wrapping up our weekend of Sunday night, 7/18. I'm going to give you a brief update on the position of the Arctic air mass later this week with the American GFS model and the European model. Not a lot of change from what we talked about yesterday, but we also need to start focusing in on that strong cold front that comes in tomorrow night into Tuesday morning. All kinds of warnings up from the National Weather Service tied to that specific front, and that is where we begin this evening. So, two ways to look at this. On the right side, no light. The lightning are the little colored X's. See, there's lightning way out into the Pacific with this moisture plume. But here's our batch of moisture rolling up ahead of the front. The front is right here where my cursor is. This is what comes into Portland, Salem, and Vancouver, the I-5 corridor, around 2 a.m. Tuesday morning. So Monday overnight into Tuesday morning. Moisture flow continues to come in tomorrow. Now, tomorrow there's a warm front, and then we have the trailing front behind it Tuesday. And let me go ahead and just click on this full. So it's a pretty good wrapped up low, upper low right here. Here's the surface front that's going to quickly come in with all of this. This ball of moisture ahead of it is actually a warm front that's going to be pushing in to our area tomorrow, bringing fairly steady rain, but no watches or warnings tomorrow, just the warm front push with the rain, slowly rising snow levels and rising temperatures in the valley. In fact, tomorrow's high temperature for the day on Monday with that warm front probably will come in the evening hours and potentially right about midnight tomorrow night. It's kind of one of those crazy, wacky days. Anyway, here is the National Weather Service watch warning map. Look at all of the colors. Let's start right here. See the tan area? This does not include Kelso Longview, but does include Clark County, runs down the I-5 corridor into Salem and stops just short of Albany. And that could change, but that's the way it is right now. It does include the foothills up into the coast range and also getting up into the Cascades. So we'll call it a valley wind advisory. Here's the deal. South winds ahead of that front. Remember, the front comes in at 2 a.m. South winds ahead of that front tomorrow night could pick up and gust between 40, 50, and even 55 miles per hour. So that would be a little mini wind event. If we hit 50 miles per hour, you would expect there to be some power outages. You would expect there to be some tree limbs down and that type of thing. Okay. So the other one, the big bright kind of red, deep orange color, is a Cascades blizzard warning. National Weather Service reminding us we don't get a blizzard warning very often for the Cascades, but one is up. And again, this is for going into early hours of Tuesday morning into the day Wednesday. At pass level, 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and get this, with 2 to 4 feet of snow coming down. So heavy snow falling, gusty winds, reducing visibility potentially down to about 0. And remember, a blizzard warning is not technically a matter of heavy snow. It's a matter of low visibility that's tied to a combination of wind and blowing snow. You get up into the upper peaks Tuesday on Mount Hood, those wind gusts could be 70, 75 miles per hour. Wouldn't be surprised if the Mount Hood resorts have to suspend operation for that day. Check their websites and realize probably not a great day to go up there. 2 to 4 feet of snow. Wow. Now, there's also, see this kind of pinkish magenta color? That is a winter storm warning that extends all the way down to 1,500 feet in the Cascades. We already have snow in Welch's and Rhododendron, which is out that 1,500-foot level on Highway 26 driving up to Mount Hood. So the winter storm warning is up for low levels down to 1,500 feet, where there could easily be at least a foot of snow. And a lot of you chimed in over the past 24 hours saying, hey, we had snow at 1,200 feet. There might have even been somebody that reported some snow, at least in the air, closer to 1,000 feet. So the snow levels this week are generally going to be between 1,500 and 2,000 feet. But at times, especially at night and early morning, they could get down closer to 1,000 feet. This is a very wet, kind of wintry week coming up. All days are more wet than not. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe into Friday. Again, no watches or warnings for tomorrow. Tomorrow's forecast with the warm front, about 0.3 of an inch of rain expected in the valley locations tomorrow. More than 1/2 inch of rain will be coming to the coast with those slow rising temperatures. And snow levels, by the way, tomorrow afternoon could get above Cascade Passes up in the high country. So we'll keep an eye on that. So that could ease traveling tomorrow afternoon. Really snow covered up there right now. I'll show you in a moment. Okay. This is all we're going to say about the Arctic air mass. I will tell you that models are getting closer to agreement. And the agreement is the Arctic air comes down and just barely kisses us and then shoots off to the east and then quickly shoots off to the east. So we will either get just a little bit of a feed off of the Arctic air, it looks like Friday, mainly into Saturday, or we'll miss it. All right. This is the latest American GFS model. This is just showing you the air mass temperatures. So the Arctic air, here it is right here. This is the air mass, the Arctic air in purple. This is Wednesday afternoon. Here's Oregon and Washington, clearly up to our north. Let's go ahead and play it into Thursday afternoon. This is Thursday at 4 p.m. Here's the Arctic air now right around the Canadian border, dipping into the Dakotas and Montana, but really not into Washington, Oregon. Now we go into Thursday night. Oh, what happened? I'm sorry. Hold on. I hit the wrong button. Let me back it up. User error, as they say, right? Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. This is Friday. Notice, and this is the GFS model, American. Notice how on Friday, the cold air does come down into the Dalles and the Columbia Basin. So we're going to kisses all of eastern Washington and down into parts of the Columbia Basin. But the technically, the boundary stays away from the Willamette Valley and the coast. And then here it is on Saturday, still hanging on into eastern Oregon, but the core of it's quickly moving over into the Midwest and the Plain States. And then here we are Sunday. Now it's really getting out of here. And then to start next week, it's moderated and it's pretty much gone in terms of what we would concern ourselves with. So let me back this up again because I'm going to show you the European model and I want to do a comparison. Okay, here's the European model. Remember, the European model has been the colder model. Thursday still has it north of our area. That agrees with the American model. But here's what differs. I'm sorry, that was Wednesday. Here's Thursday. Notice how the European model extends the cold air back farther to the west. It's all the way back off of the coast of British Columbia. And that means it's starting to nip across all of northern Washington. As I play this into Friday, it's across all of Washington. Again, further west or farther west penetration of the cold air mass, and then dipping down into central Oregon. So let's go back and check on Friday. Here's the GFS American model. Eastern Washington, but just kind of barely nips Oregon. Here's that colder European model on Friday with a better chance that we would have some real cold in here setting in Friday night. There it is Saturday morning. And then it too, though, more slowly, but it too moves out the first of the week. Anyway, so we're still kind of right on the edge, kind of nip and tuck with how much cold air we're going to get or not get. I tell you what, the Cascades really impressive. This is courtesy of Hillcrest Ski Shop in Gresham. I want to show you government camp. There's Highway 26, big time snow on the ground. Look at this. The base at Timberline is now up to 55 inches. The base at Meadows is now up to 48 inches. The base at Ski Bowl is now up to 19 inches. What a great weekend we had up there. And again, this is not just about skiing. This is about building a snowpack for water supply. I know you know that. Today was only 3, 2, and 2 inches of snow. So most of this damage was done back on Friday and Saturday. But really great to see. 3 to 8 inches tomorrow. Again, the snow level rising in the afternoon. But after that, it's basically a 2,000 to 1,500 foot snow level for the most part Tuesday all the way into Friday. And there's that blizzard warning Tuesday with 12 to 24 inches, followed by 10 to 20 inches on Wednesday. That is really difficult travel. If you can stay away, especially on Tuesday and really into Wednesday, postpone your plans. You'll probably be thankful that you did. And then still snow on Thursday and still snow on Friday. All right, Portland 7-day. Tomorrow, just a rainy day, about 35, 107 inch of rain, 39 to 48. Tuesday, we have the Valley Wind Advisory. Strongest winds will be overnight into daybreak, but still noticeably 30 to 40 mile per hour west gust during the day. So Tuesday into Wednesday, this could be more than an inch of rain coming down. This is very wet, still noticeably breezy, west winds on Wednesday. Thursday is a calmer day, but now that Arctic air mass is just to our north, and then potentially getting into the Arctic air on Friday. Right now, what makes the most sense to me is that we have temperatures between 35 and 40. But is it possible that the models get colder and shove the air back to the west? And if so, Friday would transition into a rain-snow mix. Is it possible that if that happens, we would have snow showers accumulating with temperatures in the 20s Friday overnight and Saturday morning? Absolutely. Right now, I'm kind of choosing the moderating warmer pattern, which would still give us the chance of AM snow on Saturday with a temperature of 30, but then warming above freezing, and then Sunday seeing big improvement of temperatures getting up into the 40s. But again, This is uncertain. One of you left me the remark that you've seen these patterns before, where all of a sudden the models show it really cold, then they back off, and then 2 days before the event, the models are back in on everything being really cold. Yeah, I've seen that too. So still tremendous uncertainty. But don't forget to keep yourself updated with that forecast of that strong front tomorrow night into Tuesday, and especially the blizzard warning in the Cascades. For now, I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you will, to my channel. My weather site's portlandweather.com, where I use a lot of these graphics. And my weather site has that really wonderful Mount Hood page. And by the way, if you scroll down, you've got the Siskiyou Summit, Santiam, Willamette, all those pass cameras, I-84 out in Cabbage Hill, Siskiyou Summit, as I mentioned, even over the Coast Range. So lots of good information. Okay, good night for Sunday. I'll talk to you tomorrow.